my bathroom. This is where I'm gonna set up the tank. This is a 10-gallon tank. And I know that sounds huge for a Betta, but I have reasons and I will explain. Okay, so here are some options for substrate and hardscape. This pea gravel from Home Depot is like $3.99 for a 20-pound bag. And the gray Mexican River rocks, I think, are like $20 for a 20-pound bag. They have the tan ones at Home Depot, but that's still really good. Then these are landscaping stones, also Mexican River rock, from a local landscaping company. There's tons of them, and it's way cheaper than going to a fish store. I think the fish store sells these for like $4 a pound, and these are like 40 cents a pound, something like that. I got tons of them at the time. Then here in this tank, I have this filter running, which is like the filter that's really cleaning the tank, but I also have a couple other filters in here running so that they are already cycled, and I'm gonna take one of these for the Betta tank upstairs. So here for substrate, I have play sand that is like $3.50 for a 50-pound bag, and we rinsed it. And I like using this. It's cheap aquarium substrate, especially if you have a lot of aquariums and some of them are really big. So we put it in a bucket, hauled this bucket up here. I was not even the person who carried it, and I was like out of breath, like lifting this bucket and working with it. But anyway, so the reason I told you that I would tell y'all why a 10-gallon tank is good. So water volume. First of all, it's easier to keep a bigger amount of water clean because of the ratio of fish poop to water volume. And second of all, 10-gallon aquariums are really cheap. They're super common. You can find them on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. People will either buy these and then get rid of all their tanks altogether, like get tired of fish, or they will buy these and then upgrade to bigger and bigger tanks. Like I got a 55-gallon, another 55-gallon, and a 29-gallon, all for free because people were upgrading to even bigger tanks. And these also go on sale for 50% off on the regular at Petco for $10. So lots of benefits right there. Well, two, but like one of them in detail. Okay, so I have this Monstera cutting. I'm wearing my Axolotl t-shirt today. And I'm probably maybe gonna get some more, and I'm gonna put this in there. There are actually a lot of houseplants that can grow in just water. Just look better in groups of 3. Okay, this one's the biggest one. This filter's in the way of the view. I think I want them in the corner because that's where I'm gonna put the plant. Yeah, I like that. Also, I have a thermometer. That's gonna be for checking the water temperature, making sure that it stays good. Right now, it's super cold in here, so I'm gonna put a heater. Okay, now I'm gonna put in the heater, and I'm gonna try to hide it behind these rocks a little bit. Okay, so personally, it looks really empty to me. I still haven't put the filter in, but I meant as far as like just the whole look. I think I'm gonna fill it up all the way after all, and then I'll have to put a lid so that the Betta can't jump out. Also, I forgot, it's pronounced Betta, but I only learned that like 2 years ago, and then the rest of my whole life, everyone said Betta, so I say both. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this up all the way, and I'm gonna put more plants. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then once I put the lid, it has an opening that will definitely hold this up. Okay, I'm here at Petco with Verity. We used to come here all the time, actually, when I was hyper fixated on aquariums. And this is like a place that I think most people have Petco or PetSmart near them, and Petco just happens to have better fish where we are. They usually have a pretty good selection here. They keep the little cups clean. I see them cleaning them a couple times a week. So it all started in 2020. I had the idea of getting a pet, and our dog had passed away, but I wanted something really small and easy to take care of, and the easiest thing seemed to be a betta fish. And so I started researching it, and then I fell down a rabbit hole and I became totally obsessed. I had like 11 fish tanks, hundreds of gallons worth of tanks, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it all the time. Plants and all of these other things. I just really, really loved it. Since then, I have leveled out and I still have some tanks, but I just maintain them now and I am not constantly adding to them. So I think that's good. But I just recently had the idea that I wanted to get another betta again, and I'm gonna try not to go too crazy. I do think I'll get another one after this though. I got the sponge filter and the pump on Amazon, and they're pretty cheap, and the tubing and everything also. And now I'm gonna let this guy hang out here so that he can acclimate to the water temperature. Let's see, which it's 78 in there. The heater's already working. It looks like that's gonna float. So here I'm putting on a lid that I already had. It's a glass lid, but since we have so many tanks, a lot of our tanks just have DIY lids. It was worth it to buy a big sheet of the plastic since we could cut it ourselves and fit it to multiple tanks. A brand new lid is less than $20, and then the light is from Amazon. It's good for if you're gonna grow aquatic plants, and it's just nice for viewing purposes. It's easier to look in there and of course photograph and film your fish, which I just am definitely gonna do. That's who I am. It's nice to see in there. Okay, now Verity and I are at the local fish store because I really wanted some aquatic plants and I didn't like the ones at Petco. Here's what I got from the fish store. I got wisteria, which I just remembered was actually the first aquarium plant that I got for our first betta back in 2020. And this can be put into the substrate or it can just be floating. And it's nice and fluffy and full, so I like that. It's gonna make it look good in here right away. Okay, something about these rocks is really bugging me. Wait, where's the fish? Don't want to accidentally. Where is he? For real? Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, so fluff out the plant a little bit. Gonna move this rock maybe. Okay, I definitely don't like that. Okay, good, he's moved out of the way. There's like a suction cup on the heater. I really wanted to do like this small rock. Okay, make sure it wasn't leaning on the glass. These two are like, the two big ones are too much the same height right now, and I don't like that. Okay, that's better. Okay, this wisteria is definitely adding something. And this was Why did I take this out? It could probably just float. Okay, and this plant was $3.99. Actually, they were having a 4th of July sale. And got one other thing there, a mystery snail. These are super fun. They do not clean and they poop a lot, but this is a 10-gallon tank, so the 2 of them can be okay in here. And this one was particularly active, so I really enjoy watching these move around in the tank. Oh, I guess I should float him first to acclimate. He's so small. Okay, I'm gonna put him in gently. Okay, so it's not the best scape that I've done, but it's pretty good for now. I'm gonna leave it. It's hard for me to not keep adding more things because I'm a maximalist, but pretty much everything in here I already had except for the livestock and the one plant.